Think we're live. I think we're live. Let me check. I have to hold my mic up like this because I don't have anything set up here. Not at my. Well, I guess I don't have a home. Technically, I'm homeless at the moment. I'm in between homes at the moment while we move to our new place. Let's see if we got someone here. Give me a second. All right. All right. Let me. I don't. I'm not even sure if someone's watching. Hey, Zachary. What's up? I could finally see. I could finally see the people messaging. I couldn't see that the last time I went live. How's it going, man? All right, let me get back over here. Let's talk today. Let's just hang out. Today's very chill hangout. I'm gonna giving away some eShop codes while we're hanging out here. Let's see this. Anybody watching besides Zach? It says 0 watching. So weird. When I know someone's... When I know... Oh, Zach says, I'm on lunch break right now. I'm going to EB Games to pick up Ring Fit Adventures very soon. Oh, cool. Cool, man. I don't think I'll be picking that up right now. But maybe. I mean, I'm going to look at the reviews for that. Are there reviews for Ring Fit Adventures? Let's look. Probably not. Comes out tomorrow. I mean, there could be. Very well could be reviews already. $75 right now on Metacritic. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. You're still watching yet. Hey, what's up, Stitch? You're watching yet. I can't see. It still says 0 watching. Something's going on. Something's weird. Very strange. How's it going, Stitched? So, yeah, so this whole little... Man, I never thought that I would have so much trouble buying a Switch Lite and, like, integrating it with my other Switch. I finally got it working. I did what that somebody told me. At first I didn't understand what he said. At first I thought he was just saying, like, I don't know, man. I've been busy, so I might have just misread what he said. So what you have to do in order to get, but you shouldn't even have to do this, man. So what you have to do if you buy another Switch. By the way, what you guys are seeing is obviously pre-recorded gameplay. Yeah, man. Like, I was getting frustrated because it's like, well, let me first go to the solution. So, what you have to do if you were to buy a secondary Switch, and I don't know if you guys have done that or not, but you have your primary Switch, the first Switch where you initially, turn on went to the eShop with. That is your primary Switch. You have to go into the eShop on your secondary Switch. Make that the primary Switch, and then basically download all the games. I mean, you could download the games without making it primary, but create another user. So create just create a different Nintendo account altogether. This is the way I did it anyway. Start playing the games, then turn off the Wi-Fi for that console. Now you can play all the games on the go. It doesn't matter. And your first Switch, now you could, that's basically your secondary, and you could still go online with that one and play all the games. The only problem with that one is that it does have to be connected online to play any digital only titles. But that's not that big of a deal, because if you have a secondary Switch, most of the time you're gonna probably get a Switch Lite, you know, or give it to someone that maybe doesn't play a whole lot, or I don't know, but most of the time I would think that you would take the secondary Switch out more than your primary Switch that would probably stay at home. Zach says that sounds annoying. I only have one Switch, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, man, it's super annoying. Just the fact that you have to do all this. I get it. Look, I understand. Like, I'm not here trying to like create drama. Like, there's people that make a bigger case than what needs to be for anything. Like, they make such a huge deal out of, like, I don't know, about Nintendo's online costing $20 a year. They make such a big stink about that. It's $20, it's $2. It's not that big of a deal. Like, the cost. That's not it. And Stitch says very convoluted. It is. And that's not that big of a deal. Okay? But this right here, the fact that all I want to do is basically play a digital title and have the person on the other Switch play a different digital title. Why should I have to, of my huge library, have to pay for that whole library all over again for that other person to... It doesn't make any sense to do that. Like, it doesn't. Not with this console. It doesn't make any sense with this console. I almost understand. I don't even know. This is what I want to know, because honestly, I don't have the time, and I don't want to go and look up all this information on PS4 and Xbox One, because honestly I don't really care, because I have an Xbox One, but I don't have another second one to even care. But do you guys know, is anybody that watching this, do you know if you could do the same thing that everybody wants to do with their Switch? If you have two Xbox Ones, right, in one household, can you game share to an extent where one person's playing one game and another person's playing a different game that are owned, I don't know, the Xbox Game Pass? Can you do that? Or that are owned digitally on your Xbox account? Can you do that? Can you do that with Xbox? Can you do that with PlayStation? Because that's the part where, like, if there's precedence for the rest of the you know, the rest of the competition doing it, even more so, it's a big deal that Nintendo didn't do that. However, you can also argue that Nintendo doesn't normally follow what their competition does. I understand that. But if their competition does that with home consoles that normally you don't buy two Xbox Ones, normally you don't buy two PlayStation 4s, unless of course you're talking about a PS4 and PS4 Pro, but even then, why would you need two of them? Normally, you don't do that. I understand some people do. Some people have siblings. They don't want to share their console. I get that. But with a console like this, a handheld console, you're almost expected to get a secondary console. You almost are. Because it's the nature of it. You can't share. I understand it's Joy-Cons, but honestly, how many people love to share this thing at home versus like you get what I'm trying to say? Everybody wants their individual Switch. No one really cares about getting their individual Xbox Ones or PS4s. And I'm not saying nobody, but percentage wise. Stitch says that my friend on PS3-4 used to sign into friends' accounts and download their games, so he never had to buy any games. I'm pretty sure they could both play at the same time. That's the thing. Pretty sure a lot of people said it's pretty, like when I was asking people around, they all said I'm pretty sure you could play the same time with the Switch, and that did happen. Zachary Sears, I'm not sure. Sorry, I would need to do research on that. Stitch says, I think they limit the amount of consoles you can do it on. Yeah, I don't care about that. You know. But I think even So with the competition and without, in mind, it doesn't matter. Nintendo should have thought about this before. They should have made this a standard on the Nintendo family of consoles, or whatever you want to call it. That if you buy a game, you don't have to re-buy it just so the person right next to you can play that title at the same time that you do. Why should I have to buy Mario Kart again if my son wants to play it on his Switch Lite and we want to play together? That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. I think okay, so that's, and it's about, like I said, it's about the portable nature of the Switch. I don't think that it makes that big of a difference on an Xbox and PlayStation, because like I said, why did I say PlayStation? Because like I said, it doesn't, the amount of people that buy two PlayStations versus the amount of people that buy two Switches in their household, I can assure you that the Switches are a lot more than the people that have a PlayStation and Xbox. Also, what'd you have to pay 50 cents for? That's the thing, man. Like, because people were saying, oh, you have to create like a account for your child. So I went on Nintendo.com and I created a child account for my child. Then they charged me 50 cents. I don't understand why, but it, like, all it did. So like, it's so weird. So like, that's an account that's underneath my Nintendo Online account. Yet they can't share. He can't share any of my games. He can't re-download anything. So if it goes, basically, if it's just another clean slate, another completely different account. So I don't understand why the charge is for. I don't care. It's just 50 cents, but it's just weird. PlayStation. Yeah, my dad was like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I watch a baseball, Yankee Astro. And I'm like, that's like a PlayStation, right? That's not real. You're not watching real baseball right now. No, it's hola. And I said, no, Dad, that's fake. You're watching the show. You're watching gameplay from the show. And he thought he was watching real baseball. Oh man, that's too funny. That is very strange. Yeah, man. And I put okay, so compared to a service like Hulu or Netflix. Now, I understand. I get it. And Netflix is $9 a month, $8 a month. I get that. But hey, so is PlayStation and Xbox Live. It's actually a little bit more than that. So I get it, it's $8 a month. Or whatever it is right now. It's probably more. I'm sure it's like 9 or 10 or whatever. But you can watch with like 600 other accounts. You could watch a movie at the same exact time. I mean, we do it all the time. So I know that for a fact. And with Nintendo, granted, they are only charging you like $2 a month. But on top of that, you have to pay for these titles. So they're charging you an online account, charge, and you have to pay for these games, and you can't share with like your family members. I'm not even talking about like people outside your home, and that's the thing. I get the reasons why you don't want to do that is because you don't want like people that are going to like make it a business or something of like, I don't know, buying a crap load of games and then just buying a bunch of Nintendo Switch Onlines and just handing out the codes online and charging money for them. So like, you know what I'm saying? I get that to a certain extent. So like, there's got to be different things they can do to combat that. I don't know, make it so like, make it so you can share the games only when you have like two Switches that are like connected by Bluetooth. There you go. Now you could game share because you have that little Bluetooth connection, or they have to be under the same modem. I mean, I don't know about netcode or anything, but there's got to be something they can do, because it doesn't make any sense for a family to have to buy, a whole library, a whole library of games twice just so they can play the same, the same game or whatever. There's got to be something they could do. I don't know what it is, but this isn't it, man. And so like, whatever, I got it done. Like I could do it now. Like but why should I have to do these loopholes? Like I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Why? Why do I have to feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Like no one should have to feel that way, that they're doing something wrong. I'm not hacking my Switch. I'm not buying ROMs illegally. I'm trying to play the games that I purchased legally, and I bought another system to be able to play those games legally. Using the same Wi-Fi isn't a bad idea. You gotta think of something, dude, because it's not cool. It's not cool that you'd have to do that, to buy a whole new set of libraries. And I was thinking about this, like, okay, if you really think about it, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, we had no digital media. Like, we didn't own games that way. Not in that way. What we had was physical media. So if two people wanted to play the same game with using two different consoles, you wouldn't be able to even do that back then. Unless, there's certain games, like, certain Game Boy games that you could do that connected with the wire or whatever. Yeah, but I mean, like, generally speaking, you wouldn't be able to do that. Yes, of course. Like, you could argue that and say, like, well, 20 years ago, you wouldn't even be able to do that. So what's the big deal? So you'd have to buy two copies of your physical game for everybody in the house, or for any other person that wants to play the game. Okay, all right. Okay, that's fine. That's something that basically that it's gotten better for us in that sense, right? But at the same time, it's also gotten better for the developers and for these companies, because they don't have to worry about physical media. It saves them money, but the prices are the same. So who's really winning there? It's like a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still charging $60, and it's a completely digital game. Why are they still charging $60? And I'm not talking about just Nintendo. Everybody else. Why are they charging full price for games that they don't have to make anymore? Like, physically make. No boxes, no artwork, no shipping, no dealing with stores, giving them a cut of the sale. They don't have to deal with any of that. So anybody that argues, oh well, back then you didn't have to, you didn't even have that option, I would say, well, now, they get these digital games and they're getting off scotch-free, while physical games are the same exact price, and you get a physical copy of it. Stitch says, yeah, they didn't think that through. Dean Starr says, ready to feel old? Nintendo DS was 15 years ago. And couldn't share games over wireless connection. And could share games over wireless connection. Alright, wait. Because someone said that, you mean the few games that were able to share, right? That had that option? Because, like, I remember there were certain games you only had to buy a copy of. I think, like, the Mario 64 remake, right? Was like that for the DS. We only had to... You could use just one cart and multiple people could play. Yeah. But someone said, like, oh... I know someone commented on the tweet today. Someone said, like, well, it's been like that since the DS, so and it's okay, but I mean, I never had a DS, regular DS, but it was limited a bit, and 64 DS, but it was limited. Oh yeah, it could, I remember that. It didn't let you play the whole entire game. Nintendo 3DS has download play for games like Mario Kart 1. So it's the same thing, yeah. Yeah, man, but I just don't... I think Nintendo... it's not really hurting them in any way. Because, come on, who's going to buy two copies of the same game in their household. Like, who's gonna do that? Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody's gonna say like, oh, we can't play Mario Kart on two different Switches. Oh, I guess we have to buy another $60 game to do that. No one's gonna do that. Like, what are they thinking? Is that why they won't do it? Because they're like, well, if we give them this option, then they won't buy a second copy. Like, who's gonna be buying a second copy? It doesn't make any sense, man. Oh, by the way, give me 1 second. This really sucks that I have to hold this mic the whole time. Who's ready for a $5 eShop card? Bam! You better. Whoever has the quickest fingers. Whoever has the quickest fingers, go for it. I'll give one out. I'll give one out right before I stop. But yeah, man. Other than that, hey, the Switch Lite is pretty cool. It's cool. Now that I got that off my chest. My son's playing with it right now. I would show it to you, but he's been obsessed with it. It's great. It's, oh my goodness, like playing the Switch for the first time. That feeling you got where you're like playing Zelda like on that device specifically, you're like, I can't believe that this is that feeling you got. Like, this is incredible. This is next gen. I'm getting the same exact feeling just from the Lite. I'm telling you, man. It's not even like it's just so light. It is so small, and it's just so compact. Oh, dude, it's awesome, man. It's incredible. Can't believe you could play a game like Witcher on there, like on that little screen, on that little device. It's so small. It's fantastic, man. I didn't think I would like it that much, but I do. It's yeah, and I love the D-pad on it. It's smaller, like the control. It feels very weird, like playing it for a little bit and then going back to the OG Switch. You're like, oh man, it feels odd. But it's great. This makes me excited for like a Switch Home, like a Switch Home. They gotta call it Switch Home. If they make another one, that's the name, man. They gotta call it Switch Home. It just sounds so good. That's gotta be the name. Should I pick up Witcher 3 with Ring Fit Adventure right now? Do it! Do it! Well, are you at oh, that's right, you're at EB Games. So like I was at Walmart yesterday and I almost picked up The Witcher, but I didn't. And I was asking about Overwatch, and I know that whole thing, and I feel kind of guilty for buying it, but man, that don't worry, they got their just desserts. That thing hasn't even showed up on the eShop chart yet. I think I'm okay with buying that game. And it's not, yeah, Blizzard sucks, but it kind of sucks that those developers that work really hard for that, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, they could get another job. It's like, it's not really their fault, you know, like what, you know, Blizzard's higher ups decide to do. But I don't, you know, I'm not judging anyone that buys it or doesn't buy it. It's up to their discretion. I'm not saying you're bad or good with it because I bought it. I mean, so I hope no one judges me like that, but you know, whatever. So Zachary said, why not? They're still getting backlash. I don't know if you know about that, Zach, but you know, that whole thing with Blizzard and Hong Kong and China and that whole thing going down. Apple's going with NBA and Apple. It's crazy. It's nuts. So anyways, so I was at Walmart last night and I noticed that, you know, and I get most of my games from GameStop because I love this new program that they're doing. I'm gonna go off the topic here for a bit, but they're doing this new program, and I think they have released it for the whole the whole world, or not yet, or the whole company, but not yet. But what it is basically it's a pro membership. You pay a little bit more, so it's like $5 more. You don't get the percentage off the pre-owned games, which kind of sucks. However, you get like just an extra $5 coupon every month. Whether you buy anything, you get a $5 coupon. That's besides the points that you accrue with them, that you can also get another $5 or $10 coupon. So I thought that's pretty good. So I get all my games through there since Amazon stopped doing the percentage off, and some Best Buy stopped doing the Gamers Club. That's the only place I could find that it gives you some kind of kickback. But Walmart does have the 20% off games. So I was there last night, and I wanted to see if they had the Overwatch, and they seemed sold out. So I asked the guy, I'm like, so you guys sold out of the Overwatch? He's like, nope, we never even got them in. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, Blizzard pulled all the physical copies from our stores and from all the surrounding stores. I'm like, what? I'm like, why? It's like, yeah, they pulled all the copies because of everything that's going on with China. I'm like, whoa. What? Like, that's very weird. Either they pulled the copies or Walmart said, we're not selling your game here anymore. I don't know what's going on, but it's crazy. I don't think they would pull their copies because that wouldn't make any sense. I think they got their copies pulled. I mean, why did you pass on The Witcher? I know all about the Blizzard drama. I don't know, man. I'll think about it. It's like a 200-hour RPG. I don't know. That's why I haven't even picked up Dragon Quest, because I don't have the time, especially recently with the move and everything, and everything I'm trying to do with Colo Cows and everything. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for it, but it does look pretty sweet, man. That physical edition looks really sweet. I just get everything at Walmart now. Nice. Yeah, Walmart starts off at 20%. Zachary Steer says that's crazy. Physical copy. Yeah, I know. It's just the Overwatch is just the digital and in the box. Which also, going back to the Switch Lite and stuff. So those games that are digital only, that means that because they're digital only, even though you bought a physical copy, two people can't play. Like if let's say you want to play it, if you do everything the way they want you to, and you're playing, I don't know, SteamWorld Dig, and the other person wants to play their physical edition of Overwatch, guess what? They can't, which is bullcrap. There's no possible way that you could do that. So Zachary seriously, I can't support that physical copy. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I picked it up. I wanted a shooter, like I wanted a shooting game, and I saw that. I didn't really see anything else. I can't wait for what's that one game that the people that made Fallout New Vegas, you know what I'm talking. It just came out on Xbox One. You know what I'm talking about. The sci-fi shooter. I can't wait for that to come out because I'm feeling like I want to play a game like that, and I don't want to boot up my Xbox. I don't want to play Destiny, the new Destiny, the new DLC on my Xbox either. I just don't feel like it. I don't feel like putting a TV up and playing it. I mean, Outer Worlds, yeah. Junior Nintendo, ¿Qué pasa, amigo? So yeah, man, I dang, most of Capcom's stupid physical editions make sense now. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean stupid physical editions? Why are they stupid? Because they cost a little bit more? I got the Street Fighter. What did I got in Capcom physical? I think that's the only one I have physical is the Street Fighter. It's pretty good. Where you get a code and physical? What do you mean? A code and physical? Like, are you talking about the Mega Man games where like only a couple Was it like that? Or you get like out of, what are you talking about? I don't know. Outer Worlds doesn't have a Switch release date yet, right? No, it doesn't have it. No, and it's not going to. Not right now. Maybe in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They want people to double dip. That someone said that today. Oh, how come they're not talking about Switch? Obviously, they want people to double dip, man. They want you to buy a PS4. They want you to buy an Xbox One copy or play it on Game Pass. And then when the Switch comes out, then you're going to double dip because if you have both, and you want to play it portable, you're going to do it. That's why. The collection games like Mega Man and Resident Evil. Oh, because they only had like, I think I downloaded Mega Man digitally, so I didn't even. I know there was like some controversy about it, and the Resident Evil, did it only have like one game, on the physical copy, and then another game digitally? Is that what it is? Because what? So if that's the case, what do you? Hold on a second. So what are you saying? That's why they do that? Oh man, I didn't even see Zilla. Zilla, what's up? What's up? What's up? I didn't even see. How did I not see that? Mega Man Collection 1 through 4 comes on card. 5 through 10 are digital. Or Resident Evil 1 games. Oh, Resident Evil 1 comes on the cart, and the other two are digital. So you're saying like they do that because, I mean, at least one comes physical, man. With these other bogus ones like Overwatch, the whole thing. Oh, I said you're just joking. That's why they do that. Yeah, yeah. That Overwatch thing. That's weird, man. No physical copy. It's just a paper in there. You open it up, it's a paper. What is that? Trizzy yo, what is up? Hey, who got that code, by the way? Let me know. Who got that code? Nobody said anything. Did anybody even try to input that code earlier? Let me see. I put a code in the chat. No one claimed it. I tried. Someone had it. Who had it? Speak now. I want to make sure that it works. That's all. It's weird. I tried the code after about 5 to 10 minutes. I got it. Oh, okay. Stitch got it. I got to know. I got one more to give out. Yeah. So. All right. So what's going on with this not being able to play on two switches? All right. Get ready. I'm gonna go off again now. No. I think I got. What? It didn't work for me. Not me. I just got finished. He says, Zilla says, just got finished getting a 2-hour massage therapy. Oh, man, I need that, dude. I went on a long run and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I need that. Okay, so Trizzy, so finally I got it working. So like I said earlier in the stream, what you have to do is you have to make the first Switch that you got, you have to basically take it off as a primary console. When you do that, go to your secondary Switch, make that the primary console. You could download all the games on there beforehand. So make another account that's separate from the regular Nintendo account that you started with. So make a completely different email. That's the way I did it. I don't know if it works. So maybe you don't have to do that part, but then take it off the internet, erase the Wi-Fi off of there. You don't have to put it in airplane mode, just erase the Wi-Fi. Not that it makes a difference, because you can't like take off the Joy-Cons on the light. I mean, well, if you had a secondary regular Switch, I guess it would make a difference. Take it off of Wi-Fi. Don't ever turn the Wi-Fi on. then go back to your original Switch, and basically you could play all your games, the digital games, at the same time that the other Switch is playing games. On the original Switch, you just can't take it off of Wi-Fi. That's it. And I mean, it works. It works that way. It kind of sucks that you have to do all this workaround. It's garbage. It says, I tried to give someone else time before temptation got to me. I won't touch the next one. Stitch is a good man. Yeah, man. So your son's Switch Lite will be the primary console. Yeah, basically. But it doesn't really make a difference. Like you could still purchase stuff on the eShop with the secondary console. And I could still play all my digital games. So and I could take it online. That's the best part. So my regular Switch will be just working like normal. And even if I were to take it out, I could always just hook it in, hook it to off my phone or something, hotspot off my phone or whatever. So that's not bad. Yeah, but like I said, it shouldn't be this hard. All right, take it easy, Zachary. Thanks for stopping by, man. It shouldn't be this hard to do all this on the Switch. It's different from Xbox and PlayStation because, like I was talking about before, and I wanted to talk to someone. I want someone to disagree with me because I really want to see if I'm wrong here, or if I have my feelings all caught up on this, and But all this workaround is only so you can play two at the same time. Exactly. Not the same game. Two different games at the same time. So let's say I got a second Switch. I wouldn't be playing both at the same time. No problems, right? Well, now it doesn't matter. Now I can play, let's say SteamWorld Dig, and he can play SteamWorld Dig at the same time. It doesn't matter now because I did this workaround because his Switch is offline, so it doesn't matter. But that's all I wanted to do originally was because most of my library is digital, so it doesn't make sense to I have to repurchase 150 games. That's the part that I'm like for inside my home for another Switch that I bought as well. It's kind of weird, man. Dean Star says I disagree to an extent because the coding perspective of it, but I also agree at the same time. Dean Star said hotspot. Okay, answer my question right when I sent that. So that's the thing. I feel that the Switch, even more so than the Xbox One, and anybody that's here, I asked this question earlier. Do you know if you can game share on Xbox One? No, you can, but do you know if you could game share at the same time? I think you can, especially with something like Game Pass, but I might be wrong. Or do you need another Game Pass or a Live account to game share at the same exact time? Different titles, not the same title. So if you want to play Halo 4 and then your friend wants to play, I don't know, Mass Effect or whatever, that you have on your Xbox Live account, can you do that? Can you do that with PlayStation? Yes, you can on Xbox and PlayStation 4. So you can do it at the same exact time. So using just one person's account, two people could play different games at the same time and the same game. And that's the problem that I have is the precedence. You know what I'm saying? There's precedence there. But even if there wasn't, even if Xbox and PlayStation didn't do that, this is my argument. This is different from those systems. It's a portable unit. Most people, I would argue that speaking generally, most people that own a Switch will buy a second Switch more often than a person that owns a PS4 or Xbox One because of the portability. That is my argument. Because that's how they sell it. A Switch family of systems. That's why they made a Switch Lite to give to, it's better for children. So more so than the other systems, this needs to be implemented for the Switch. Is my argument. and especially because it's more suitable for digital games, for small games, you know. Yes, do it all the time with Destiny and Borderlands. You see? And that's if they could do it, there's no reason why Nintendo should be the only one that says, "No, that's too much." Come on, man. I know they're very conservative, but like I said before, what is the reasoning there? What is the reasoning? I mean, like PlayStation still does pretty well, I think. I think even if they didn't have that game sharing, they would probably do just as well, right? They sell a lot of games on there. So what's the reasoning? You're not going to stop you're not going to make someone buy 2 copies of games because of this. Is also what I said. Like Trizina said, by the way, just out of curiosity, is anyone else playing Asphalt 9? No, I have not. But I should probably download it because it looks like a lot of fun, man. I'm not usually into racers, but that's like more of an arcade racer. It looks cool. So I think I know the reasoning. Hard to explain over text though. Hold on a second. You want to jump on Discord? Oh, Zilla's in here already. You want to jump on Discord or nah? Here you go. I gotta put my big goofy headphones on. Asphalt looks awesome, but I need a new SD card before I can get it. Yeah, man, me too. I think I might be out of space with that Overwatch download. What's the last game that I took out? I felt bad for taking it out. DC Universe Online. I'm sorry, Junior. I know Junior's played it a lot. I'm sorry. I had to delete it. It's too big. It's like 24 gigabytes. I'm like, I can't. I gotta take it off. I'm like, yeah, I'll be on there every day. And never turned it on again. It's a lot of fun. And I played it way more than I even played the Xbox One version. There's that. Hold on, let me see. Are you in here, Trizzy? Or, not Trizzy. Was it Dean? Wait. Who said that they're coming on? Oh, Dean said next stream though I will. Oh, he can't get on right now. That's all right. That's all right. I see how it is. Can't right now, watching a movie. Are you in the movie theater, Dean? Are you in the movie theater watching my stream? turn off the phone, man. I want to get back into Warframe, but same here. I'll need a new SD card. I've downloaded and re-downloaded a Warframe like 3 times and deleted it 3 times. Because I want to get back. It's really cool, man. It's such a cool game and beautiful to look at, but the file size, man, it's huge. What's another one that I download? Observer. I wanted to complete that because I bought it. Like, you know, you ever have like a game where you bought brand new, you barely touched, and you feel bad for it? You're like, I want to get back in there. I want to finish the game because I bought that brand new. Especially then it goes on sale. You're like, oh, I gotta get back in there. I gotta finish that game. I paid full price for it. I can't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish that game. There was this point. I hate it when games do this, man. I can't stand it when games do this. When they just throw you in a situation where you're like, where it's so cryptic that you just can't figure it out. You have to look at an outside source. If I have to, personally, if Andy has to GameFAQ your game or Google your game, you did a poor job. I'm only saying that not because I'm super intelligent. No, because like a dummy, I will literally sit there for how long it takes to try to figure out the riddle or the puzzle or whatever. I will sit there and I will bang my head against the wall before I can't stand Googling something to find it. That's why I haven't found every shrine in Breath of the Wild yet. I haven't till this day found every shrine in Breath of the Wild. And I refuse to Google answers. Refuse it. If you can't do that for me, then you failed. You failed as a developer. Yoko Loco, we're gonna go play Smash in case you want to join. Sounds tempting. How long are you guys gonna play? I'll probably play in a bit. Speaking of needing a new SD card, why is MK11 so huge? How big is it? How big is it? And it downloads to the system memory. What? It downloads? I've never seen that. So you can't download it on the SD card? It has to be downloaded to system memory? Wow. I didn't even know games did that. Is anybody on? Wait, did anybody join the... Okay, I want to make sure. Dean said had to drop off. Next time you're streaming, I'll join and explain my thought process. The now wife is asking me to press play on the movie. The now wife? Did you get married recently, Dean? Congrats if you did, buddy. I don't know. You're saying the now wife. So if you did, congrats. Speaking of needing a new SD card. Oh, you already said that. I already said that. I already read that. That's what I meant. Okay, so, hey, guys, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. The table. eShop code. You wanted to. eShop code. You wanted to. Oh, no, that's a Discord link that I must have, oh, man. It's going to be all cool and stuff. Here you go. I think that's a different one, right? I don't want to put the same one out there and trick some people. Yeah, that's it. You got to input it fast. You got to go fast. Did anybody look at that Sonic redesign or whatever? Has anybody seen that? Looks pretty good. I like it. You want to look at it? Hold on a second. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to see that? Alright, let's look at it. Oh, hey, let's look at Metacritic. Oh, Little Town Hero. 67. Oh, I was nice to that game. I gave it a 7. I was nice to it because I liked the battle system that much. It was a lot of fun. 67 is not good. All right. Let's look at the Sonic thing. Gosh, so ugly. That original design was so disgusting. Look, so I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's pretty good. I like it, man. I really like it. And if it wasn't for the design, I actually really enjoyed the first trailer. I think that looks great. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first trailer. Tracy said, "I still think looks horrible." Well, it's like I said, right? If you that's a good marketing strategy. I should do that with my videos. I should like make it like a really garbage video. Well, they are most of them are garbage, but like make it really bad, and then say, "No, look, I redesigned this video, this YouTube video." and then make it like a little bit better. People be like, "Oh wow, this is great. This is like, this is Schindler's List." I don't know. It's like award-winning video. The original looked like a strange little man in a bad Sonic cosplay. Oh, it looks so awful. Just awful. Like that would just scare children, man. I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't know what they were thinking. So bad. Let's see. This guy said, "Yo, really? Is this true?" Yes, it's true. It is true. You cannot play your game at the same time. The face is much. I was talking about someone commenting on my original Switch video, secondary Switch, whatever. The face is much better. I'll agree to that. But man, those legs, those legs, those legs, those legs, and it's just so bad. But I'd like to see it in motion. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be really good. It might be the best. It might just be the best, like, cartoony video game adaptation. The best video game adaptation. What is it? Super Mario Bros. No, I'm kidding. Mortal Kombat. I really do think that the original Mortal Kombat, in my opinion, is the greatest video game adaptation. It might not be the best video game movie, but I think it's the best adaptation. It's a difference. There's a difference because you're what a lot of people seem to forget. And I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying, like, generally speaking, is that it's two very different mediums, man. Video games, movies, two incredibly different mediums. You can't just say, like, let's make a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 movie. You can't do that. You can't. It's impossible to make a realistic, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 movie. Trizzy says, unpopular opinion. I like the Street Fighter movie. I liked it. However, what they did, the audacity that they relegated Ryu as a little sidekick character. It's just no. I don't care if whatever his whatever his name, Jean-Luc Picard. It's not Jean-Luc Picard. You know what I'm talking about, the main guy. Who's the main guy from Street Fighter? I can't think right now. Sean John. Him, the rapper. He did. You know what I'm talking about. Someone help me out here. Can't believe I have to figure this out. Street Fighter actor. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Him. I don't care if they got him. Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah. Thank you. So, like, I don't care if it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Make Jean-Claude Van Damme Ryu. There you go. There's your. Why did they make Guile the hero? But he's American? Is that why? It's American company. Oh, yeah, let's make American film company. Oh, let's make the Ryu. Ryu's in all the animated movies, and Ryu's like, oh yeah, let's do Guile. No. Why did they? They could have easily. Ryu has kick moves. They're acting like Guile is the master of the kick move. Yes, he has that little kick thing in the air, but Ryu has his whatever you call that thing, the thing where he spins around, and he has awesome kick moves. I don't understand why they made Guile the hero in that movie. But the best adaptation, I think, going back to what I think was Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat. First of all, it has the best song. Has the best song. It just had a feel. It had the feel. Even though it didn't have the same amount of gore and violence from the games, It had a fun feel, which is what you when you played Mortal Kombat, it was fun. It was fun. That same thing, you know. The Sonic Boom, yeah, but the Sonic Boom is with his arms, right? It's not with his. It's not with his kick. It's not with it. So when we're talking about super moves, kicking moves, when you compare Guile to Ryu, they have the same amount. He has his flash kick, but Ryu has his whatever that really, whatever he says when he does that. So we're talking about the same amount of kick moves. So if that why they chose Jean-Claude Van Damme to go to play Guile instead of Ryu, I guess a French guy could play an American, but a French guy can't play a Japanese person. I don't know. That, yeah. You didn't know that off the top of your head. You Googled that. You did not know that. Tell me if you knew that off the top of your head. How to spell it and everything. If you did, I'd be impressed. Yeah, I was just repeating the combo people spammed at me with Gal all the time. Oh, yeah. Sonic Boom, flash kick. Sonic Boom, flash kick. Yeah, I think what video game movie recently came out and I thought it was pretty good. Mortal Kombat, test your might. Sonya, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage. Mortal Kombat. It is, man. I knew the first word and half of the second word. I knew it. Well, that's pretty good. Still, I'm impressed. I didn't even know. I wasn't even close. What movie did I see recently that wasn't bad as far as movie adaptation or video game adaptation? I think that well, it's not really a video game adaptation. No, it's not, because there was Jumanji was in the movie. They made it a video game, but it's not a video game. Rampage wasn't terrible. It was all right. Detective Pikachu, yes. I still think Mortal Kombat's better. It's a better film. That's a good case of it was a better film. But I think Mortal Kombat was a better film adaptation because it doesn't. And I never played Detective Pikachu, right? But that's a very movie. It's a very it's how can I put this? If you take away the fact that it's a video game, you can still see that being a movie. Is what I'm saying. Mortal Kombat, the original, it's how can I explain? It's just fun, man. It's just a fun, campy movie. And it didn't care whether or not it made sense if it was any other movie. There's no other movie back then, 1994, that was like Mortal Kombat. I could see another movie like Detective Pikachu even now. It was good. Detective Pikachu was pretty good, but yeah, Mortal Kombat was more fun. Could be nostalgia though. Well, I mean, if you look at any movie from 1994, that's the thing. That's a problem. That's a big problem that people have. Is they will say like you'll tell them like no, this movie's way better than that. Then they'll look at that movie. They won't like think about the fact that it was 20, 30, 40 years ago. And they'll just say like, that's garbage. Look, it looks like garbage. The graphics are garbage. Because movies have evolved since then. You have to look at it from the point of view of like, if everything that was around back then and it releasing around that and everything that came out before that up till that point in history, that's what you have to look at that art for, whatever form of art, but movies. But a lot of people will be like, oh, it sucks by today's standards. Yeah, well, by today's standards, I mean, everything sucked like 30, 40 years ago. Cars sucked. The cars were completely unsafe 50, 60 years ago. And now they're a lot safer, like by today's standards. You know, they've made changes. They've evolved. Yeah. So like, yeah, if you look at anything back then, man, that's you always have to take that into account. But some people don't. They just say, "Oh, this sucks. The original Legend of Zelda sucks." It's like, man, come on, get out of here, get out of my face. Legend of Zelda sucks. You suck. How about that? Um, no, I love the original Legend of Zelda. This game's pretty good too. This I believe it's called the Flute of El Tiempo. That's what it's called. It's not in Spanish. That's the name of the game. It's called Zelda, the Flute of El Tiempo. Of El Tiempo. It's a pretty good game too. It came out. Fun fact: this game came out actually 3 years ago for the Commodore 32. It failed miserably. No one ever heard of this game, but let's see. Jurassic Park still holds up. That T-Rex scene with the kids in the Jeep still better than anything from today. 100%. The original Jurassic Park, you could like, let's say like that never came out. Let's say there was no Jurassic Park. That movie releases today, completely blows everybody away. Completely blows everybody. Everybody like, oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah. And every other Jurassic Park has been trying to reach that peak since then. No other Jurassic Park has been that great. Jurassic Park, 2? Even though I love the character of Malcolm, it has one of the stupidest scenes in history, in movie history, of the little girl doing like her gymnastics and kicking a dinosaur. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. I can't stand that movie. Jurassic Park 3 was okay, besides that one lady that screamed like a man the whole time. She was like, oh, a dinosaur's coming up. No, she like talked like, a dinosaur's coming after us. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? That lady from Jurassic Park 3. It was so annoying. Once you start hearing it, you will never be able to watch that movie again without unhearing it. Let's see. What was after 3? Was it World? Did they go straight from 3 to World? That was okay. Chris Pratt was good in it, but that was okay. Yeah, it was just okay. I didn't really think it's too man, so much like CG. It's just too much, man. Movies that have too much CG like that, just kind of like, you could tell. It doesn't matter how advanced, you know, these computers have gotten, how advanced technology's gotten. You could still tell it doesn't look right, man. That's why the original Lord of the Rings is such a better like set of movies than The Hobbit, because The Hobbit, they used that way too much. They used the CG way too much, man. Way too much in the 3 movies. And the original, they just used so many practical effects and camera tricks because they had the money, because they had the time. That's why. Because Peter Jackson prepared for that series, and he had the money and he had the time. For The Hobbit, he didn't have either, because it was supposed to be Robert Rodriguez. Who was it supposed to be? Or Del Toro. It was supposed to be another director. The same director did Pan's Labyrinth, I think. I think, isn't that the guy that's in the new movie, the new game with Kojima? I think so. I think it's the same guy. The Death Stranding. It's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy that was supposed to do the new Hobbit trilogy, and Peter Jackson had to take over. Like, they didn't like where the direction, that it was too dark or something, which would have probably been amazing. It would have been amazing, but it was too dark. So they gave it back to Peter Jackson. He didn't have time to do all his practical effects to plan for it. So they had to use a lot of CG. It was garbage. Guillermo del Toro, yeah. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to do the Hobbit trilogy. But yeah, Peter Jackson had to take over, and just I can't stand. I love it when movies do practical effects, man. And what I saw something recently. Oh, the Netflix movie with Dark Crystal. Not the movie, the series, the new series Dark Crystal. Amazing, amazing. Oh my god! I only saw like a couple episodes. My wife saw the whole thing. She said it's great. The story's great, but the practical effects that they use, just awesome, man. Like awesome practical effects. I don't think I've seen something like that in a long time, where they use so many, and they use a combination of practical effects and CGI and CG. I always want to say CGI. I don't think that's right. Also, I believe The Hobbit was also only supposed to be one movie. Yeah. It was almost, well, I think they originally split it up into 2 films, and then they made 3 films out of it. I still need to watch that. Yeah, the Dark Crystal, it's really good. I still need to watch it too. I got a lot of anime to watch, catch up on, but yeah, man. How many people we got watching? We got 3 people watching. Yeah, I think I might call it a night here, guys. It was a good talk though. Very very interesting. Thank you guys for sticking around. But from now on, for like next couple weeks, videos are going to get probably not going to be a whole lot. I won't be around, but after I get settled in, moved into the new place or whatever, then I'll start streaming again, and I'll start making more reviews and more videos and stuff, more skits. Zilla says he binge watched Dark Crystal in like 3 days. That doesn't surprise me that you would like that, Zilla. You like all that stuff, man. That does not surprise me. Treasy now says, "Well, dang, man, I'm glad I caught you tonight." So she said, "Later, have a good night, everyone." Yeah, man, I appreciate everyone stopping by. I had a lot of fun, man. We gotta do this again next time. Let's see if I can prepare better for this. Like I said, I'm not in my environment. I'm not comfortable here. It was kind of like a spur of the moment thing. But the next time I'll announce it with time. Make sure to get some people in the chat with me to talk to me, so I don't have to talk the whole time, and so you guys won't get bored. But thanks for the giveaway, stream. No problem, man. All right, guys. Later. Take it easy. See ya. See ya. See you next time, guys. I love you.